Morning guys, from a wet and grey's Edinburgh. We're up to 7 o'clock in the morning and today is CBT day. For those of you who don't live in the UK, a CBT is a thing that people like me have to do every 2 years if we don't have a motorcycle licence. It allows us to ride a bike up to 125cc. Why we have to redo it every 2 years, I've no idea. It's just a money making scam basically, but hey, what isn't in this country at the moment? So basically a CBT is just it's a competency day. It's not a test, there's no exam or anything on it. It's just so they can see that over the course of a few hours you're able to safely ride a scooter or motorcycle up to 125cc, and then you get your certificate, and that allows you to do it for 2 years before you have to take the whole thing again. Or you could of course pass your test. Now I don't do my test for the simple reason I don't need to. All I want is a 125 for getting about the town. I don't need a more powerful bike. I don't need to go on motorways. I don't need to do any of these things. I don't need to carry a passenger. So why should I have to take lessons and pass a test if I don't want to, is my point of view. So anyway, we're heading to the motorcycle training place in Gorgie in Edinburgh. Look at the state of these roads, man. Jesus! Right. To do the test today, or the course today. Anyway, I shall let you know how it goes when I'm on the way home. So yeah, wish me luck. I should be £175 lighter and a certificate that allows me to ride a bike for the next 2 years. After that, I'll be coming up to 60. And at 60 in Scotland you get a free bus pass. So this will probably be my last CBT, because frankly, if I have a free bus pass, buses in Edinburgh are fantastic. You know, why am I going to want to pay insurance and everything on a bike? That may change, who knows. I may just get a wee 50cc like I had before for nipping around the town. There's one of those stupid scooters. You're not allowed to ride anywhere, but anyway, everyone does. So yeah, we are off for CBT day. Wish me luck. Okay guys, here we are at the site. Bike's out ready to go. That looks like a PCX over there. I wonder if I'll get that. As you can see, it's already started to pour with rain. You may be wondering why I'm not using my own bike on this. Well, the reason is quite simple. I am rubbish at the U-turns and things, and last time I did this, we were out, stopped at a street, did a U-turn, my foot caught the curb and I actually tipped their bike. Well, I'm not tipping my own bike, just in case it happens again, so we'll use one of theirs. Anyway, that's it. Just waiting for things to start. Okay guys, so that's it. I am back on the road home. CBT completed for another 2 years. Certificate safely stashed away in the wallet. Fantastic, really, actually quite an enjoyable day. Usually they make me quite nervous, but actually on the whole that went really well and I enjoyed it. If you're in Edinburgh or the surrounding areas and you want to do your CBT or bike training, the guys at Harley's motorcycle training do a fantastic job. Last year I had a guy called Ben. He was there this year, but this year we had Tommy. Absolutely brilliant. Very positive, very encouraging, always cheerful, always smiling, always joking. Just what you want. Particularly, I have to say, if it's your first CBT. Because the first time you're going to be nervous, even more nervous than I was. Where do we go in here? Into here. Oh, the streets of Edinburgh are all over the place. So yeah, all in all, a thoroughly enjoyable day. I actually did the on-site bit, which is your U-turns, your slaloms, your all this kind of thing, on a PCX that they had for me to use, which was fine. But then, as it got to the ride-out bit, I thought, well, you know, I've gone there on my own bike. I might as well just use my own bike because it's going to be a lot, you know, more familiar, obviously. And it was. And before we actually went on the ride-out, I did a few, you know, figure of eights and U-turns, and it was so much easier on your own bike because you just have a feel for it. You just know, you know its little touches, you know its little quirks, you know how far you can squeeze the brakes, all this sort of thing, and it was much easier. So if you are thinking of doing a CBT and you have got your own bike, I would seriously suggest taking it and doing it on your own bike. Now that may sound obvious, but you know, I said at the time I would do it on one of theirs because I thought, well, if something goes wrong and I fall off it or I do something stupid, then I don't want to damage my own bike. But you know, as it happened, everything went really well, and I would certainly recommend using your own bike if you can, if it's one you're familiar with. Obviously, if it's a new bike you just bought, there's not much point because you're not going to be familiar with it. But if it's something you've been using a while, yeah, go for it. Anyway, so that's it, guys. £175 lighter, but a pleasant 8 hours, and it even stopped raining most of the day, which was amazing because the forecast today was tipping it down most of the time, which would not have been fun. The ride out went great. He took me, I mean, I use my bike for town riding most of the time, so he said to me, I'm going to take you out your comfort zone a bit. And I said to him, well, I may be taking you out your comfort zone a bit in that case. But what we did is we went some twisty sort of country roads on the outskirts of Edinburgh, and we did a blast along the city bypass, which is, you know, is a 70-mile-an-hour road. Now that's not a road I would normally use, so that was an experience, and it all went well. It was no problem, all good. So yeah, a very positive experience. Harley's rider training in Edinburgh, in Gorgie in Edinburgh. If you're in the area, I would seriously recommend it. Very, very impressive with them. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'm heading home now, so I wish you all the best.